Hey, Miss. Good evening. I have the your way. So this group, we're going to talk about the linguistics area. Continue, please.
Hello, Miss. I am ALISSON ANANGONÓ. I am going to talk about phonology. Phonology studies phonemes, minimal units of articulation that contain consonant or vowel sounds and describe the sounds produced in a language. Vowel phonemes are highly varied and include both pure vowels and diphthongs. They are grouped into short vowels, long vowels, diphthongs, and triphthongs. Long vowels, for example, dress, short vowels u, blue, diphthongs, for example, I, like, and triphthongs, for example, a, power. Consonant phonemes have unique characteristics based on how and where the obstruction occurs in the mouth and throat, and whether the vowel cords abbreviate during their production. For example, p, pin, minimal pairs, one phoneme can change the meaning. They are words that different only in one phoneme. The three, four have different meanings. For example, hot, caliente, and hat sombrero. The difference is the vowel phoneme a versus a. Thank you, Miss. Continue.
Hi, Miss. Syntax is a branch of linguists that study the order and structure of words in a sentences. That is how words are combined to form meaning, phrases, and sentences. What is syntax is used for? It organizes language. It helps constructively, grammatically correct sentences. Avoid confusion, go word order, ensure that the message is clearly understood. If this time meaning the order can complete the change the meaning in sentences. Postgres here in a table with 5 examples and syntax in modern English. She is reading in a book. They went to the park yesterday. Did you see that movie? Question structure with auxiliary the subject basic verbs. I have never. Is subject present perfect subject auxiliary have past participle of the verbs. The book that you have is the Greek. Relative clause with the and subordinate clause that describe to need both. Next.
Hi, Miss. I am Alison Zambrano, and I am going to talk about morphology. What is it? Morphology. Morphology is the study of words are formed using a small unit called morphemes. What is it used for? It helps us understand how words are viewed and how their meaning can change. Now, I'll show you 5 examples of words formed in modern English. Unhappiness, teacher, email, riddle, and kindness. Unhappiness, this word is formed by adding the prefix "un" and the suffix "ness to the root word happy. It means the positive of happiness. Teacher, this word is made by adding the suffix "er" to the verb teach. It turns the verb into a noun, meaning a person who teach. Thank you. Next.
Good evening, teacher. My name is Daniela Hidalgo. Now I will talk about semantics. It is the study of meaning in language, focusing on how words, phrases, or sentences convey information. Here are 5 examples of how linguistic knowledge of semantics can be applied in real-world contexts. The first example is the old man, the boat. The full meaning is the elderly people operate the boat. In this case, the reader's initial parsing leads to misinterpretation until the full structure is revealed. In this case, understanding semantics helps in crafting and interpreting such wordplay. And the next example is I saw her dog. The other is employees shall submit reports by Monday and may request feedback. The penultimate example is smart students memorize answers, clever students find shortcuts. In this example, we note that smart refers to book knowledge or memorization, and clever expresses quick, practical thinking shortcuts. In this case, this helps us to identify these false friends that are evident in some languages. For example, clever overlaps with smart, causing errors. So semantic prevents pragmatic failures in which learners must grasp connotation, positive and negative tone, not just definition, and use context to select the right term. The last example is great. Another traffic jam is an example of sarcasm. Thank you.
Okay, Miss, my name is KEYLA HURTADO. So, the English language has changed a lot throughout history. We all know that from Old English to modern English words have evolved in the pronunciation, spelling, and meaning. In Old English, words were writing and pronounced different than we do today. Different. For example, in Old English, we have father, Mona, Lubu, Hebot, Night. In another example, with modern English, change that. So, in modern English is father, mom, love, have, night. Night. Okay. The history of English is fascinating and allows us to see how words and meanings have changed over time. And I always say, to know a language, you have to know its history, definitely. Thank you.